This is the instructional video for 4.5 math quiz. You'll be happy to know that this is probably the hardest thing you'll have to do in this course. So let's take a quick, close look at this. First of all, you've got this name and date section where you've got underlines that line up perfectly with the half-inch mark, with the 2.5-inch mark. And this line starts here at just about 4.5 inches and ends at 6. So we'll use tabs with underline leaders to set that up so that we can adjust it later if necessary. Secondly, we have math quiz here in WordArt, and WordArt is a little bit difficult to deal with in the latest version of Word, but we'll fix that. And down in this section we have a bunch of numbered lists where each row of text needs to be entered with the appropriate tab stops, and down at the bottom of the sheet it shows you where those tab stops are going to be. If you can enter it as a row, then you just hit enter and enter the next row, and it'll be relatively straightforward. And the other thing is this little guy here, that's a superscript, and that's a font setting that we will set up quite easily. There's another one there, and there's a couple down here as well. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Okay, we get started on a blank file here. We'll type in name, colon. Let's zoom in a little bit for you. Then I'm going to hit tab to the beginning of the line, tab to the end of the line, tab to the word date. And then I'm going to hit a tab to the beginning of the line and tab to the end of the line. Then I'm going to hit enter a few times. So on this line then, we want the underline to start here, we want it to end here, we wanted the word date to start here, we wanted its underline to start here and to end here. So I've entered all my tabs. Let's double click on one of them and let's just set some of them up here. This one at 2.5 inches is going to be an underline leader, so I'll take the 2.5, make it an underline leader, set it, and this one here at 6 was going to be an underline leader. Oops, sorry, that one there at 6, underline leader, set, and I say OK, and that line is set up. And the benefit of this, of course, is that if I wanted to change the length of the lines, I could simply move the tab and the line would move as well. So I'll put that back to 2.5. And now let's deal with this big math quiz thing. That is WordArt, and WordArt has to be inserted. So if we go to the Insert menu and go down to, where's WordArt? There it is, WordArt. I'll just choose one of these that I like. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as the one that's on the page. Let's choose that one here, and we type in math quiz. Now, the latest version of Word has made it exceedingly difficult to modify the shape of the text. However, it can be done. Let's maximize this. If we go to Text Effects and we go to Transform, we could choose from a number of different modifications on the size and the shape. And the one we're after looks something like that. So there we go. We can change the size of it just by clicking and dragging. We can change the location by clicking and dragging as well. So now we're approximately in the middle of the page. I have to hit enter a few more times to get down below where it says math quiz. I'll center the text and say 300 marks. So we are now down to this line here. I'm going to hit enter a couple more times. I'm just going to take a quick look at things with my show hide, just to make sure I know where I've got empty paragraphs and such. Let's go back to the left side. And now we're going to start a numbered list. Now here's the trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are part of a numbered list, and Word will set up a numbered list automatically for you. So if we use the numbering tool, it puts in a numbered list and it automatically indents it. And I can slide the indent back this way. There we go. So let's put the first tab in here where the hanging indent is. So I can now type in 5 times 3 equals, and then I'm going to hit the tab key. Let's get these out of the way. There we go. hit the tab key, and I want that to take us to the beginning of the line. The beginning of the line is at 1.5, the end of the line is at 2.5. So let's put some of those tabs in. Beginning of the line, end of the line. The number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 here, will be a right tab at 3. So if I change my tab here to a right tab, I can put in a right tab at 3. These equations here start at 3.25. I have to click this back to left tab, 3.25. Then I'm going to type this in and tab over to the beginning of the line at 5 and the end of the line at 6. So the tabs are now in. It's just a matter of making the correct ones underline leaders. So I'll double click on any one of them and I'll get a list of all those tabs here. From my document here I can see that the 2.5 inch tab is an underline leader and the 6 inch tab is an underline leader. So the 2.5 inch tab, underline leader, set. 6 inch tab, underline leader, set. So now I've got the tabs all set up. Anytime I tab through that kind of a space, I will get an underline. So 5 times 300 is the next skill testing question. Tab over to the beginning, tab over to the end, and hit enter. And when I hit enter, you can see that the 2 comes up automatically because this is part of a numbered list. Now these aren't spaced out very well, so I can actually space out the paragraph by hitting Control 2. Control 2 is a double space command. Just for your information, Control 1, there's Control 1. It's a single space command. So if I double space it, there will automatically be a space between the 2 of them. And I can go ahead and enter the rest. 500 times 300 equals, and then number 7 is 12 times 8 to the first power. So I'm just going to type in a 1, finish the line, and so that 1, as you can see here, is supposed to be a superscript. If I highlight it and I hit Control D, Control D gives me the font command, and in the font command is something called superscript. The superscript will make it smaller and raise it up a little bit, and now I have 8 to the first power. So that's enough for me to show you. You can do the rest because the rest is just the same thing again 3 times. Good luck with that.